Hello, good evening. The last 30 minutes of my life have been extremely busy. Holy moly. Well, first of all, hi, I'm Pink. It's called February. Second of all, I did not have this model 30 minutes ago. I forgot to make it. So, and the thing is, I did make it in Vivoroid, but I didn't export it from Unity. And you'd think, oh, you just go into Unity and export. No, because I didn't put the textures in Unity either. So I had to go into Unity, put all the textures, update all the stupid. So, hello, and then I'm like, okay, my mad rush for the stream is done. And I can be Pink for February, like every other year, you know? I can be a chibi for February. I don't just have the one model. But guess what? Due to network shenanigans, I couldn't access my Jira. And, you know, first thought is, am I even on the network? No. Oh, well, that's a problem. Switch over onto the network. Okay, I'm on the network. Why can't I see my fucking Jira? And I load up the Jira, and it's just error. Contact your administrator error. And I'm like, huh. Well, when was the last time this machine was restarted? I don't know. The router said it's been connected for like over 90 days. I don't know the last time this machine was. I'm just like, all right, reboot it. So I reboot it. And then it's not reconnecting. And I'm like, shit, did the IP address change? And you know, at this point, I'm looking at the time and I'm like, do I really need the Jira? Like, I need the Jira numbers, but I can always go back and edit those in. Do I really need the Jira? Why can't I? Hello? Why can't I zoom? Huh? What? 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 Oh. I'm having a day. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna set the stream. If it comes back or not, I don't know. I'll deal with it later. It came back. Thank goodness. So I can see my numbers. I can see what we have to do. Well, it's kind of obvious from the map, but like, I can see how far along we are, you know? And then, I'm sneaking downstairs to get a drink right before I come off the starting scene screen. And my dog is just sleeping on the hardwood floor. Like, I'm not going to question where you choose to sleep, but like, the hardwood floor, there's a couch, there's a bed, there's a carpet, there's upstairs, there's the basement. No, the hardwood floor. Like, okay, I guess. Oh my god. Anyways. We're here. I have pinned the marshmallow. We are so close to 1,000 on Twitch and 1,000 on YouTube. I think it's going to hit roughly the same time, to be honest. So, to celebrate, I'm going to make, well, we're going to have community game night. I don't know when that's going to be, right? I'm not allowed to do bonus streams, although I forgot to schedule a stream, so I have to do that. And then, you know, I'm going to make a video with a bunch of frequently asked questions. I have my own set. They're usually stuff like, when did you start streaming? Because I get asked that a lot. Why game dev? You're more than welcome to put those questions in that as well. Yeah. Just a collection of questions that people want to ask. And I'm just using Marshmallow to filter it instead of Google Forms because I'm tired. You know? So we'll just use Marshmallow. Marshmallow also has a handy thing of turning the question into a picture which is really convenient for me. So we'll do that. But yeah, so that'll be open probably like this week, maybe next week. I don't know how, like basically once I start working on the video, I'm going to close the questions. So if you have questions, you can put them in. My throat is sore. Hopefully it's not a cold, but yeah. So we're gonna work on more level design. Yay! Basically, last time we did this area, I'm much happier with how it looks. We are going to be moving up this way. I think we are going to do, I have a very clear idea of what I want this one to be. Only problem is I don't have a clear idea of like the inside of this town outside of the orange trees. So, you know. Oh.
Pashamamu underscore cheered. X100.
Hello. Hello, Pasha Mama. Hello, Looney. How are you doing? You missed my crash out. Thank you very much. You know, I had tea earlier too. I think I want lots of meadow grass here. I think that was what we decided. And we're moving into beech trees up this way. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll start with this one. We'll see how much we can get done. Which one is that? 11 something? 11.4? Yeah, because that's 11.3 up here, right? Okay, wait. Yep. Alright, cool. Then we need 11.5. Or below. Okay. We're just gonna start with copying things over and then go from there, I think. We'll see. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Is this the whole? Okay, we only have this one spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. I think that works. And down here, there's actually quite a bit. Let's see. Like that. $150. it actually needs to be shifted over by one. Like that. Okay. That's the grass. We can probably fix that on that. And then for the dirt, we'll do the road after. 9:46. Okay, that goes there, and the dirt goes underneath it. And I know we have some right here. Is that it? Yep. And so that would be at 2259. Okay, so in this tile, we want that. Cool. So now we can put the, we'll do trees first. There's that tree. Go down here. We have a couple trees. And for landscape, There we go. Hopefully this isn't too difficult. I think one of these will end up duplicating each other. Yep, that one does. Okay. So that should be it for vegetation and stuff being copied over. We just want right here. For now. Okay, so let's see. I should be. We're doing the evil palette swap tonight. It's February. You know what that means? I get to be pink for a month. I don't even have a button for this one. I made this model in like 10 minutes. Ew. Okay. I disregard inside the town right now. Let's see. I keep forgetting how big each one of these chunks is. Right, I want big meadow field. Is that whole map loaded at once? No, this is a stitched together PNG. If it was all loaded at once, I'd be using up like tons of gigs of memory. Because this is a quarter scale, right? 1:1, this is a quarter scale because you're actually playing like this. That's as much as it'll zoom in. The best way to do that? I think some game maker projects do have like multi-room chunk loading or something. But your rooms can get really, really big. Like mine's each one of these big rooms is 3,200 by 3,200. So, depending on your pixel size, right? Room loader to transition? Nope. I use my own transition framework. Actually, I haven't heard of that. Okay. So I think no. We'll probably be okay. So we've been mostly doing pine trees on mountainous areas in this zone. So we'll do more pine trees here just to keep it kind of intact, right? And then we have the beech trees coming in, right? Since I really want the meadow, let's do the meadow first. I want right here to just be the dentist meadow. Hi. Time to catch a shiny. I guess this is a shiny door. boy. Alright, so this is where I want it to be the densest. And we will make this look prettier. I think we can start with the grass to make it look better. Yeah, let's just fill this in. We'll erase. It's probably the better way to do this. Oop. You're actually working on an actual project and not just system designing for once? Oh, really? Oh. Are you continuing the spaceship thing? I'm trying to think. No, that one needs ground up redesign. Ah, okay. Is this one that you've told me about? It's your dream game. Ah, I see. So you'll make it, but eventually. Oh, okay. This one is half visual novel, half ARPG. How's that work? Ever play Boyfriend Dungeon? Basically that. Oh, I have not, but I've certainly heard a lot about it. Man, my throat hurts a lot. I'm like, I should ask a question, but I'm like, throat hurt. Hello, Outfrost. Hello, Raiders. How you doing? How's your stream? What are we up to? Hello. I wonder if I can... You were stumbling your way through basic file options. Like, what is it? Did I do this on the... Oh, I did it on the wrong layer. Okay, that. Okay, wait, I'm salvaging a programming language that wants to fill a similar niche to C, and it shows it's not convenient for applications. Oh, I see. Why would you want to use it over C though? I'm just wondering. So we can make this grass look more interesting by going in like that. Save for more sane syntax. Some nicer things like slices and stuff. Is it just a wrapper for C then? Because you can always change the grammar of, like, if it's just syntax, you can always just change it, right? No, it's on language. The syntax isn't its own language, right? Neat little project. You're just trying to use it for something it's not ideal for. I see. Yeah. New languages pop up all the time, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, I don't even understand. Like, I'm so old. I'll live in my C++ land forever. Thank you. Yeah. What landscape do you want to use? Which lives in C++? Yeah, well, I am the old C++ React CMake person, Jenkins person. I do it all. Let me see. At least I have CMake. CMake's driving me insane. I'm migrating a 30-plus-year-old system to CMake. I'm going insane. Cute map, thank you. It's a bit big. We're redoing these older sections. I've been learning C++ in downtime at work. We're waiting for it to get different than GML. You have to work with Visual Studio. I know, I did too. So far, all the syntax is same. What about when you get references to pointers or pointers to references? What about when you break the compiler? It just loops the raising variables. Okay. Yeah, C is the, if you don't like Visual Studio, what do you use? You use Visual Studio. Hi, Cool Jazz, how are you doing? With Rust? I mean, it kind of depends. Like on Apple, on Mac, you have to use Xcode for that. Or C++. I guess VS Code can kind of work, but since all the build pipelines and stuff use Visual Studio, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use Visual Studio. If people want to set up newer versions of Visual Studio or VS Code or whatever, fine. But I'm gonna be using Visual Studio because that's what the build system uses, and I'm working on the build system, so I should use what we're using. Doing okay. How's taking it easy going? My throat hurts. But the cut in my mouth from the braces adjustment has finally healed, so yeah. MS Craft, you can try out VS Codium. Oh yeah. Sounds like things could be worse. It could be. Yeah, there's been no numbness or anything with my wrists. It's just, you know, gotta do this to do more, you know? Although I realized when I made the schedule, I forgot to put the Global Game Jam playing games. I was gonna do it this weekend, so like, assuming I feel good, we'll have bonus stream on Sunday because I have to record that. And there's 24 games, I think. Some people upload their games and then remove them after. So so we'll see how many there actually are. Yeah, the reason why GML, when you're talking about loops and stuff, all of the syntax looks the same, is because the C syntax is the basis of most modern syntaxes. So, yeah. That's what I wanted to say earlier. If you go before C and you look at all the different programming languages, every single one of them is doing syntax weird and different. They have the same concepts of like loops and variables and stuff, but oh boy. Visual Studio is very bloaty. Sublime to navigate and edit code because it's infinitely better than VS Enterprise. The Java relatively easy after spending years with C#, yeah. Yeah, Java and C# are pretty similar in terms of concepts. Yeah, and the syntax, yeah, is similar. Use nano CKs. Oh, let's pop some trees down. That's gonna help us define this a lot better. Speaking of gaming, there's one I've seen challenging to demake a modern game as if made for a vintage PC console. Oh. Kind of like a text-based adventure version of Skyrim. Oh, that's so hard! Why do you always pick hard projects? Crazy. You can hide that edge. That. Is it? No graphics or audio, just string parsing? Well, I mean, it depends on how much you're gonna, you know. Let's pop some of these. Get rid of that. I can hint at that. And I think, wait a second. I have a couple bigger trees on the ground, but not too many. Okay. Isn't GameCube vintage? Oh god! The back pain will do that for you soon. Not if you get a physio reminder. Use your cash money to use your insurance. Get your assessment. Get your yearly assessment. Posture check. It's posture cheek. Who needs physio when we got posture check redeems? Well, I do. That might be okay for trees. Someone on Twitter made a joke. Streaming with Hydrate and Posture Check redeems is basically a modern Tamagotchi. But wait, I have Hydrate, Posture Check, and a head pat. Does it make me a modern Tamagotchi? You're gonna die if you don't do a Hydrate redeem. I mean, there's some streamers that don't drink water. They might die. Cute Tamagotchi, thank you. My cute Tamagotchi is suffering from a sore throat. That's probably due to allergies. It was so bad today. I want to be free. I've been trying to air out my house because it's warmed up. Just like 1 or 2 rooms, I just like opening a crack for like when it's really, really warm. For like a couple hours. And it's like, oh, fresh air. Lovely. And then I'm like, ah, it's cold. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. I can't wait to get these stupid braces off. Tamanoki would be tasty. Oh no. Egg gnocchi? Probably. Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh. I don't think I want to beach trees over here. I think they mostly just over on this side. I might put one. Just to, like, say that it's here. Oh, wait, I'm on the landscape layer. Shit. Tomodachi and Tamago, yeah. Tomodachi, Tomodachi. Yeah, if I put like... Wait, can I put trees? Oh yeah, trees are normally on the bottom, okay. Because you won't see it anyways. I think it's okay. I'm gonna get ready for Eep. Thank you for the raid again. Good night. Okay, so I think that for trees might work. Yeah, we're spacing out the grass the higher up we go. Okay. That could work. And then we just do maybe these small ones. We also need to have some dirt patches. Up here we don't really have any, so it's mostly just down here. Might work. Hi Paul, how are you doing? Let's just put these in. Ask me things? Yep. For the, because we're almost at a 1,000 on Twitch and YouTube. I think they're gonna hit the same time. So I figured I'd put together an FAQ video type thing. Plus do a community game night. Probably March because my hands won't hurt. Maybe, hopefully. It kind of depends on when it hits, but I wanted to get, because it's so imminent, right? I wanted to get Sam Rose, no AI questions. Yeah, please no AI questions. But yeah, just to get ahead of it so I can start figuring out how I want to do the video. Oh, and well, ad break also means hand stretch break, or do hand stretches at the break. Ooh. Oh, I want to talk about the stretching stuff. Oh wait, I have to hold for ads. one of these stretches is so awkward. I feel like I'm breaking my wrist every time I do it. I don't think I'm doing it right. Hi, Fluffy. How you doing? What am I working on today? We are doing more. We are doing more. I don't know if you're stuck behind ads. Oh, I had to fight with myself, every bone in my body, from doing Vintage Story last night. I was like, no, don't do it. You need to rest. I want to play. Okay. We'll do other stuff and then we'll come back to the meadow. This is where I want it to be the densest, but I have to make some adjustments, I think. Alright, ad's over. Hello, welcome back. I was gonna say for stretching, you know, it's very interesting, because I've been doing physio for like, has it been 3 years? Vintage Story can be addictive. It is. I guess it's been years, but it's interesting how right, I get the gold medal, the Olympic gold medal for muscle stiffness. That's what my physio said. And he always says it's getting better, right? Like, we have setbacks, but it's like a sine wave that's moving towards improvement. And what I find interesting is I skipped out on doing some exercises for quite a while, because I've been focusing on different areas, and you know, an hour of physio a day is kind of where my limit is. So when I'm like there, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I don't want to do anymore, you know? So, I went to go do like the full body physio, every single freaking exercise I have to do. I went back to it, and I remember I skipped, I think it was even like a year ago for Christmas or whatever. I was just busy. I skipped doing it for a week, and I remember just the stiffness came back like full, you know. But when I did it the other night, it wasn't that bad, actually. I mean, yes, it was stiffer, and one leg was worse than the other, but it was not that bad. Which is like really good to see, like that. It's not like, oh, you forget a day, you're reset back to where you were type of situation that it was before. There's definitely improvement, and the improvement sticking around, which is really nice. What on earth is my dog doing? I hear him. He woke up. He was passed out on the floor. Hydrate. Hello, Wardstone. Hello. Yeah. So it's nice to see the physio stuff has been helping. Even when it feels like it's a lot for nothing, you know? Pink cousin, I assume it works by Lilo and Stitch rules. Yes, maybe. Welcome to February, where I am pink. You're pink in February too, usually because of the sun though. Are you one of those burn within 30 seconds of going outside people? My younger sibling was like that. God forbid we put sunscreen on their ears. It didn't matter. 30 minutes later, sunburnt. Burn indoors here. Oh, I would try going to the gym. I think I'm banned. Listen, I'm not even allowed to do Beat Saber right now. But no. I don't think it's worth the money. A lot of the exercises I have to do use my own body weight. Or like minimal assistive tools, right? Like I have like a rubber ball and I have a exercise band and that's kind of it. And a pillow. You'll be amazed what you can do with those 3 things. I was thinking of buying a hula hoop. Right? Like if I can't use my arms and I can't use my legs, I could hula hoop. So I was considering that. Holly wants out. Oh, give me a second. Alright. Dogs were pretty quick today. Probably because it's snowing. Let's see. Yeah, when I started a health arc pre-COVID, so long ago, the first thing I did was, what are the water exercises? I forget what they're called. I did that for 3 weeks. The first week was really hard, but, by the third week, I wasn't feeling anything at the end of the session. Aerobics? Yeah. Maybe. I switched to doing lanes, but then people have terrible lane etiquette where I was. So, I ended up, and I scared the, aqua aerobics, probably that one. I scared the lifeguard because my foot cramped, and he was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." I just like, their foot's better, and he looked mortified, and I was like, "Well, I can't come back here anymore." So, you know, there's that. But yeah, I haven't been to like a gym for a while. There's one pretty close to me. Oh wow. It's at the mall. So, close is relative, but I still have to drive for like 5 minutes. Probably less than 5 minutes if I speed. But I never speed, because I'm a good citizen. Yeah. But, yeah, I haven't been, yeah, because I just can't really do weights right now. That's the thing. Like if my physio was like, okay, because the physio said we have to be really careful about strength training, because if you do strength training before you've done stretching and gotten the stiffness out, you'll like injure yourself or something. But if I don't do a little bit of strength training, then the stiffness doesn't really go away, like, because the things that are weak are gonna pull on the other things, and then that's just terrible. So, I did get approval for like weights that I can put on like my wrists and my ankles. Obviously I'm not using them right now. It goes up to 5 pounds, which it's surprising how much 1 pound does. Honestly, just 1 pound sandbag, each leg. Shocking. But yeah, I'm not really allowed to do things. But that's why I think maybe the hula hoop works. I mean, I'll go get approval first before I make any purchases, but it's core exercise, and I've seen like the weighted ones, but I'm just thinking of a normal hula hoop. When I was younger, I could do that thing for a whole freaking hour. He was sad he only lost 1 kilogram, so I showed him what 1 kilogram of fat looks like. Yeah, I know, right? It's a lot, right? But yeah, I'm just at the point where I have to use my own weight, which is limiting, but you know. When I can do 220-pound leg press again, it's all over for y'all. Because I did gym in high school, like the actual gym. So I know how to use all the machines and stuff. I was really good at the leg press. Buff as it incoming. Yeah. I mean, I already do all the moving, like for furniture and stuff. So it's not like I'm particularly weak. It's just that, where did my physio put it? It's like my body doesn't know how to move itself properly. He said it was like my arm is moving because it's like strings from the doll is moving it, not that the muscles are causing my arm to move. That's how he kind of put it. So a lot of this too is like retraining my brain to use my muscles. Like if you ask me to flex, I have no idea how to do that. Right? Like I can do the motion of a flex, but I'm not actually flexing the muscle. I have no idea how to do that. That's why my exercises, whenever my physio gives them to me, he's not like, oh, flex your glute, or like you do this or you do that. He just like puts me in a position and he's like, do you feel the stretch? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's what you gotta do. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because a lot of times when he's like, okay, you gotta do this, so I was like, 404 error. I'm like, I have no idea how to do what you're telling me to do. I think I have it becoming more empty up. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. It'll get better. There's no question about that one. It's just, he said it was like, it's like a ball of cords. When you start out and it's all, you know, balled up, it takes a really long time to detangle, but then at the very end, it just like, it all comes together real quick. It's like that. So, it just takes a while. We'll get there. Am I still using bush? Yeah, okay. Dog doing? Okay, well, whatever he's doing, he's decided he's not doing it anymore. Cool. Alright. You go there. Yeah, okay, so what we want is density and then fade out towards the edges. We have more density. This part. Oh goodness, he needs help up. Who needs the gym when you have to lift a 50-pound dog multiple times a day, you know? Ooh. Can put a couple of those up there. Zoom out more. Get this right. Did anyone go see Iron Lung? Put some grass up here. I didn't see it, so I can't even talk about spoilers. Nope, haven't gone to a movie in years. I'm very proud of Markiplier. I'm very, very proud of him. I didn't see the video. I didn't watch the video he posted today yet, but made more money than the one biopic. No, it's not. Yeah. Well, you know, not only did he make his ROI, great job, right? But he'll be able to give everyone bonuses, and he'll be able to have enough to make another movie, right? And hopefully next time it's not such a risky investment. I mean, it always will be when you have that much money, right? But I heard the movie itself was actually decent. A lot of people don't understand it because they expect different type of horror, but they're playing P5 notice one detail. Why is the Bronx cafe sign open closed hanging outside the cafe instead of inside? Why not? Yeah, I'm so I hope that makes like more people be willing to do independent movies. Still, yeah. Because what he did to show that you don't have to be signed with, like, I don't know how many times now I hear of these movie directors talking about how they have to sacrifice their vision for you know, one reason or another. Usually it's just executives have opinions, right? And to basically, yeah, you don't have to do that. It was super nice to see with the movie. When you spend that much time on things and that much money, one, having people like it, two, making your ROI, three, inspiring people, I think it's a winner no matter what anyone says, you know. I can't believe it was the #1 movie in America for like most of the weekend too. Hi Ito, I'm new hair. Yes, welcome to February. Uh-oh. It's a new month. Is it a new month? I don't think it's a new month. I think you might have your clock backwards. January can't be over already. That would mean that we're already a 12th done in the year. Don't contradict me. Don't point out my hypocrisy. I haven't used napkin yet. Give me a second. Let me think. The Rue Saxy Frog Frosh gonna be up here for reasons. I've not used the napweed yet. I think I was gonna do the napweed up here. Have it look different. The napweed with the, let me see. Could throw in some fox. That would look pretty good. Not that one. If we just throw in a couple, not too many. Obviously denser. Has my day been? Have I been doing many things? Do I want a coffee? I already had coffee earlier. But okay, my throat hurts. Could be allergies. Hopefully not illness. We've been doing things. I've been yelling at C-Make. Would I like more? Would I like more? I don't know. Would I? I refuse to answer the question. You can leave questions though. I opened up the question forum. So you got that going for you. There we go. You do that. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's enough. Let me walk around and see how I feel. What is that? 1890, 2807? 18. See. Oh. I really am thinking I should make a CMA course. I don't know. The thing is that I'm not an expert in it, so the most I can do is just tell you how to convert a 30-year-old system into CMake and not blow everything up. I do want to strangle the creator of most of these projects, though. That's like, what is the point of having warnings turned on? Warnings as errors? If you're gonna disable every single freaking error under the sun. You know? Some of these projects have like... Uh-oh. No, I told you to put a question in for Marshmallow. I told you to put questions in for Marshmallow. Uh-oh. This is not the right map. I got my cat snoring. My dad was over today. Right, this cat is my dad's. And the cat was glued to him. He was updating something on his computer. He had to bring his computer over. Use my internet. And I'm like, where'd the cat go? The cat is right by his side, purring, snuggling, being cute. Frickin' traitor. I'm the one feeding you. Is the glass effect even being applied here? Wait, give me a second. I see it definitely being applied to the No, it is. Okay. It's hard to tell. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, you may have done something. Yeah, you know, I kind of heard the sound alert. Should I look at it? Yeah. Oh, boy, let's see. What sound? Oh, maybe it didn't come through. Email, 6-digit code. Let me in. Oh God. Three alerts. Why do I have 3 alerts? Oh wow. Thank you, Nita. It is a secret sound. I guess it is. I don't remember if the alert sounds go out. February Fest 26, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now you're banned for the rest of February. Well, thank you for the support. Appreciated. And for the people who just hang out anyways, that's fine too. I would, so I went big. You're like, I only get 1 donation a month. I gotta make it a good one. I think this feels good. Just trying to think here. Like, this feels like a meadow, right? Like you're passing through prickly meadow. Some snacks and Chinese food. Oh, man. I actually went and commissioned another person for VOD scrubbing because YouTube finally dropped the money off in my account from the subathon. So we'll see how that goes. The thing is, like, all of the shorts and stuff have to be so far scheduled out that, you know, I'm sitting here saying, oh, I just commissioned someone. Well, they're going to get back to me for March. And then it's going to be, I'm going to edit it, and you're not going to see it for 2 months after I edit it. So probably May is when you'll see the shorts that I've commissioned right now. Isn't that wild? How things like that work. Time. Like, I'm working on Luigi Mansion shorts right now. I'm doing some very experimental stuff. Some helpers. Well, we'll see. No one permanent yet. But yeah, it'll lighten the load. It is. Oh, I wanted to talk about this. So I was considering actually commissioning like fully done shorts, right? Instead of VOD scrubbing, just to try it out, right? And I don't know if it's worth it at this point. Like, you know, maybe later, but like, sorry, I just need to check. We'll just park ourselves here. Cause like, some people charge, and it's not like, oh, they're charging too much money. I'm just talking my own finances. Okay, they can charge whatever they want. A lot of the amount they charge depends heavily on where they are located in the world and their living expenses and how much time they put in, and, you know, their skills and all that other stuff. So, you know, if they want to charge $50 per minute, they can do that, but that's outside of my budget, man. So, like, some people charge $20 for 15 seconds for a short. And they're like, we'll only do simple editing. You must provide all the assets and what you want from the edit and the clip, and I'll put it together. And then some other people are like, yeah, $20 for a whole minute. Assets preferred. Clip already found out, right? And I'm like, yeah, they're not doing VOD scrubbing, but like, you know, I'm just sort of like, that's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive. Right? And in comparison, VOD scrubbing is like $20 per hour of VOD. Yes. So, you know, when I'm thinking about cost benefit analysis here, back and forth, you know, and you do thumbnails for Cheetos. I'll get you the Canadian sweets. You could get ketchup chips and coffee crisp and Nanaimo bars and some poutine and all dressed chips and maple taffy. Anyways, maple cookies are good too. But yeah, it's the cost is very high, and that's fine. Like I said, they can charge whatever they want, but I'm like, huh, I don't have that kind of money. Because like I'm thinking like, I've been watching a lot of YouTuber clips, so now my feeds are ruined for me. And it's especially like the ones where it's like they're not having a million assets thrown across the screen, right? They're just like yapping. And I'm like, what are they doing? Right? And some of them have assets coming on the screen, going everywhere, whatever, you know? And then other times it's just like zooming with sound effects. And I'm like, huh, okay. So I've been like doing some DaVinci Resolve research and development for the past 2 weeks, I guess. It's on and off. I'm not spending 100% of my time on it. And I got something that works pretty good. I just gotta like make it not suck in the UI. But I was checking out like all these plugins and stuff, and people charge a lot of money for really basic ass shit, man. Like, you want to do some fancy easing where you zoom in on a face, you could just make a macro, put the pivot point in the macro, like surface that, and then have the zoom, the scale of the transform be animated with a calculator. That's it. People charge like $20 for a plugin like that. I'm like, what? Because you can pick like the easing scale and everything and how much it goes and all that other shit. And I'm like, what? Why are people charging? Why? You know? So I'll probably do a bonus stream where I edit and I can show stuff off when I've got it there. But I've been using the Luigi Mansion because it's already been clipped, bot scrubbed for me. So I kind of just have it, and I'm trying to make it so that each clip I don't spend more than an hour on it. Pay for the AI bot that goes to YouTube channels, more people. No. But yeah, I've been doing that, and I don't know, every single short is doing something slightly different. I don't know how it'll go, like, at all. So we'll see. But I've just been paying a lot of attention lately. Went and got some more sound effects. We'll see. You like my shorts? Thank you. The most, I think, insulting thing while I was looking through VTuber shorts was someone was doing like DaVinci Resolve tips. Did I do the editing on the previous ones? Yep, it's on me. The current one's coming out right now. You can go, I put credits. but I put who VOD scrubbed it, and then I put, if there's no credit, it's just me. It's just me. Yeah, I was scrolling through it, and some of the DaVinci Resolve tips some people had was like, yeah, you can do like really like, they were like, there's 2 styles for shorts. What was it called? Over something. What was it called? Overstimulated or understimulated. That's it. That was what they were saying, and they said that they were like, so like, you know, understimulated ones, they have like maybe some zooms, you know, text on the screen, there isn't a whole lot of stuff going on, and like overstimulating ones, they have stuff all over the place and sound effects going off and all this and that. And then the person said, usually people who do understimulated shorts don't know how to edit. It's a sign they're a bad editor. And I was like, huh? You just said it was a style. Over and under? Yeah, like, you know when you know when people say things are overstimulating because it's like all over the place? If you've ever watched some of them, they've got like a lot of zooms and stuff going all over the place and sound effects and stuff. Did you? Yeah, well, it was a short. It was just someone's opinion, right? But I was just shocked. They were talking about like 2 different styles, and then they threw in, yeah, if you do understimulated shorts, which I would just consider normal shorts, that it's a sign of that the person's a bad editor or it's like very inexperienced. And I'm like, editing is about like maybe, but you don't need a million things going across the screen all the time to have engaging content or a short, or you know, like sometimes sometimes less is more, you know. The single placement of a good sound effect in a short can probably be night and day difference between it popping off and not, right? Like I think of that Zelda short I did of the rock rolling down the hill. Let me see if I can find it. I think I only had 1 sound effect in it, but let's see if I can find it. A long time ago, 2 years, I think. Oh my god, I've done 268 shorts. Lord of mercy. Wow, YouTube. You really don't want to load jack shit, do you? Oh my god, so much of this is just like Dark Souls. To be fair though, Dark Souls had a ton of good moments, so that's fine. Oh, here it is. Alright, where do we go? This is, let's see, that's that. Where's YouTube? There we go. So that's the short, I think. That's the one with the one single thing. That has 2.5 thousand views. It was one of the first shorts I did. It doesn't have to be long, and it doesn't have to have, you know, tons and tons of detail and stuff. Sometimes it's just like one single thing is good enough, you know? That's why, like, so silly. But I have been like studying some VTubers, and how the editors are editing things. And I think I want to keep on the chill shorts, but I think there's some little things you can do to immediately grab attention in the first like 2-3 seconds that causes people not to immediately scroll past, which might be the difference between sticking around or not. And there's some other stuff too, like some people who just yap, they just have the camera zoom on their face and zoom out occasionally, right? So like if someone's sighing, they'll usually be like a slow in or a slow out, depends on the context, right? Zoom. Or super zoom in on my face. That 1 million. I don't know about doing that. But I think some of them have a zoom in. But I'm trying to find something that's a little bit more engaging, but that's not a huge, like, because I don't want to spend more than an hour per short, because if I only put out 2 shorts per week, that means I only want to spend roughly 2 hours per week doing video editing. Any extra time I want to spend it on improving the workflow or finding new assets or something, because it's so interesting how like getting new assets makes you think about the different, like, more tools in your toolbox situation. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this side. I want to swap the flowers out up here. I don't know what I want here yet, but I want to swap the flowers and the bushes out. Yeah. But I think the other thing too is that I don't think I need that. Is that a picnic blanket? Oh, it sure is. Let me just see. So we have yellow flowers. The yellow flowers are going to fade out here. We don't have any flowers here. We're going to have the brown knapweed up here. I mean, I could... have some of it like show up here instead. I don't know, this feels more like it doesn't feel like something you would have planted. That's the thing. Easter egg of the food basket I made for Vintage Story. And there's a basket there. Just a little bit behind that. Oh, thank you for following. Maybe it doesn't need flowers? Just thinking. What is my favorite snack? I can't really eat anything right now. Lately it's been yogurt. Yogurt with fruit at the bottom. Better than ice cream, honestly. I found a brand I like a lot. We're not feeling well? No, it's because of braces. I can't have like pepperettes. I can't have nuts. I can't have like anything dense. I'm limited on fruit. So pretty much and I'm trying to eat healthier too, but yeah, like I can't have like crunchy carrots with like ranch or whatever, and I can't really have tortilla chips with like salsa. That's pretty good. So yogurt with fruit at the bottom. I found a brand I like quite a bit, Greek yogurt. I've eaten for the last 2 weeks. I eat like 2 of those single serving cups a day. One for breakfast and one for dessert. Better, like I said, better than ice cream. I mean, it's healthier than ice cream too, but you know. Yeah. I'm super healthy there. Yeah, well, I'm trying to be healthier. I'm just thinking, do I really need flowers? Because I might not. Hi, Dylan. How you doing? Yeah, because like pretty much every town has some sort of flower, but well, we shouldn't look there. That's gonna be redone. But then again, I didn't do anything special here. We got ads. I wanted to talk about the video I did in cost, though. Thanks, Holly. You good? Yeah, because this is the trees. This is different. Yeah, and you have the layout. I guess I don't need flowers. To be fair, most of the town doesn't have flowers, and I'm gonna be redoing this section. So, because the oranges are supposed to be the start of the show here. Give me a second. I have a reference image. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so maybe... Yeah, so we'll just not have flowers. So in that case, here we would want that. What is stuff you make when you mix water, flour, egg, and salt together with some yeast to make bread? Isn't that just egg bread? I guess it needs sugar too. The yeast needs sugar in that. Nay. Oh. Well. No. Paraphrase. Okay. Yeah, that might be okay. I think I'm happy with this. Alright, let's go hide behind a tree and update the screenshot. Lock everything. Yeah, so anyways, with the editing, when I think about my time, right? Going through the VOD scrubbing kills my soul. So it makes sense to outsource that. Doing the right, and then it's like, okay, social media requires you to post frequently, ideally every day, but I can't be bothered with that. I think the screenshot was taken. Okay, here you can look at the before. Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, I have to post multiple times a week, right? Otherwise, the algorithm or something, which is stupid, but whatever. And so, if I went with the lowest number, like $20 per short, okay? That's like $40 a week. And I'm not making $40 a week. You know? And it's like, okay, do I offset my time VOD scrubbing? Right? Send that to someone to handle. Or do I, you know, put in a little bit, put in some of my time to, yeah, the $40 a week. Like, how much is my time worth? How much can I afford? Like, all those questions. Because a single VOD can get me 3 months at least of shorts, right? So because I'm posting twice a week, I'm sure if I was posting every day it would be much shorter, but I'm not. So it's like, okay, given that situation, it's like, okay, well, offshoring the VOD scrubbing is, you know, let's say it's $20 an hour. There's 4 hours in a VOD, or we'll do, yeah, 4 hours in a VOD. Let's say a 4-hour VOD gets me a month and a half, right, of shorts. Right, we'll just put it $20 an hour. That's $80 for a VOD, and 1.5 months of shorts is how many weeks? 6 weeks. 2 shorts a week, that's 12. 80 divided by 12. $6 a short. And my time, which is like an hour per short. So it's like, you know, when we talk about time, money, etc., I feel like that's more sustainable, and it also helps me out. Then, and you know, Saka, listening to all this reminds me why I don't like editing video. Yeah, I find it fun to like do the more creative part of editing the video, but like I hate, I don't know, the scrubbing part's a pain. I could mark it, to be fair. Chat can mark stuff too. I enabled that, but you know, twice a month, is that what I'm hearing? And I won't get banned? No. Away with you. I'm just saying, when we talk about the reality of the expenses, I want everyone's kindness from the subathon to go as far as possible with helping, right? And if VOD scrubbing kills my soul, but it's also the most cost-effective thing to outsource, then that's what we outsource, you know? That's lined up. Okay, let me see. Does it look good? I think so. It's funny. Two of the trees line up almost perfectly. Okay, and then we're going to save it. Wise use of investments, yeah. Yeah. Since I spent so much time thinking about the cost of it, it's like, I might as well share what I'm learning. Which is, it's expensive. Yes, replace the file. Oh, it might not because I have it open. 1 sec. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to get the file open. Oh, thank you very much. Remember to put your questions in for the FAQ thing. All right, here we go. This is what I mean by the trees are like identical by accident. That's funny to me. I'm not gonna change it. That's a funny coincidence. It does bother me, but I'm just gonna leave it. But yeah, this got cut off and the trees at the bottom got cut off, but that's fine. I think that works out. I think that the spread out here, I mean, we have to update here, but I think it's spreading out. Looks pretty good. This one's bigger spread out, but I think you know. I think that looks good. Oh, I didn't put any of these fences. Shit. I think it's fine. No, I'm just thinking. I was like, oh, I could put one here. No, this is across 2 maps. I mean, I could edit the maps, but because it's such a tight curve here, I don't think it would work. This is so empty in comparison. That's fine, that's what I want, but it's funny. The trees here look a lot better, just color-wise. So I know we have this guy to do. This guy, this guy, this guy. I think I want to do this last because it has a significant amount of redo here. So we can swing up in this direction. Try to get this done. I think. Yeah. Because then we can sort of keep to visualize it. It's kind of on this area. We've got this little bit here, which I'm gonna do tonight to fix because it's so minor. And then what's left on this big section is this town and just like this top bit, and then it's updating up here. And I think if we just like swing it around like this, like that, it might work best for blending, because we already know this here has to blend between this side, down here, right? Put the topographical flora, thank you. Yeah. Because we have to blend this bit out towards, because we're gonna put a bunch of beech trees up here basically, and I want the knapweed and the oat grass up here, and it's easier if we put that heavy section in like we did here and then just spread it out like this, out this way. And this section here can just kind of blend it all together, because it also has the sea area to deal with. I think it's coming along well. It'll be interesting to see how this area changes after. I won't really be changing in here, but I might change the flower placement. I'm not sure. Or I keep it just as is, because I don't want to change the whole forest. Yep, okay, so let's commit this. What are you, 11.4? Do I like Ubisoft games? I haven't played any for a very long time. Okay, that's that one. You ever sit awake and don't want to go to sleep? Like you're tired, but you just don't want to go to sleep? Yep. Go to sleep. You need a day off work? Yeah, probably. Alright, something, where was it? Something over here I had to fix. Because I tried not to need to fix the into the forest here. But I think I need to update something. Give me a sec. Yeah, it kind of depends. Right, like you could wake up in the morning and feel dead inside, and that's a surefire sign you need a vacation. But, oh yeah, by the way, this is what's underneath the dark spot on the map. What could possibly be behind there? Land. It is? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, if you wake up and you feel dead inside, you need to take a mental health day. That's my sign. If I wake up, oh, there it is. This is what we have to fix. The top bit is fine. I just need... that work? You need money to not be dead outside too. Yeah, but you have days off, right? Just sort of feel some burnout, like I need a change in scene, but not sure where to go or what to do. Try cleaning. Walk around your house with a notepad and just like look around, and anything that pisses you off, write it down. Go clean it. Spend an hour cleaning. Probably need a different job and or a longer sabbatical. Did you take a sabbatical? But yeah, maybe you do need a different job. Yeah, sometimes, so I actually talked about this with my manager. My work gave me 6 week. Oh, I see. Man, I wish I could have a sabbatical. I don't know. I find what I'm doing right now fulfilling, but some people want to push my buttons on purpose. Screwed now, so whatever. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was talking to my manager because we were both feeling very tired. You know when you just like walk in and you're like, hey, and the other person's like, hey, and then it's like, we need a vacation. I took a mental health day, and I mean, it was last year, you know, like November-ish. And I just cleaned. And I said to him, yeah, I was feeling real bad. I just cleaned. Felt much better after. And he's like, oh, that's good. Sometimes, yeah, you just need to clean. Go crack open a window. Let some fresh air in. Clean the house. Make a to-do list of things you want to do. I'm a big proponent of lists. I have a to-do list for everything I need to do every day, and things that I want, and things I need to buy, and stuff like that. Just different types of lists for different things. The one for like things I need or want, that list, like birthday idea, gift list, that is starting to save me so much. Because sometimes, you know, something will come up and people will be like, oh, you just improvise and do whatever is making you feel the most guilty. Yeah, that works too. I think that will fix the problem. Let me check. Because I think everything else is fine. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's fine because it's collision fix. That one's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, try that out. Maybe I'll help. Like, looking at my desk, I have a bunch of papers. I bought a paper shredder because I had a bunch of papers that I have to shred, but I didn't have a paper shredder and I didn't want to cut it up manually. So I invested in a paper shredder, and now I have a pile of papers that I need to shred, and that'll be my goal for tomorrow. You know what the type of videos I've been watching on TikTok lately? Give me a second. I have to pick a spawn point. 2694 1262. There's some parenting ones where they're like, hey, I've got a kid, and like I've got 2 kids and I'm going to clean the house with me type videos. And the guy posts like every, I don't know, a couple times a week. Those are nice. There's also like videos where it's like, I'm improving one thing in my house every day, or I'm cleaning one thing in my house every day so that it looks nicer, or that I'm happier with it, or whatever. I think that's a nice way of thinking about it. Where's riding the train videos? Oh. There we go. Alright, there you go. Watch this one thing get fixed. As soon as I reopen. Oop. That's not what I wanted. Grass cutting videos, those are pretty good. Just saying. But yeah, I like people just being one little thing a day makes it better. Those type of things. I'm like, yep, it's true. One little thing. Oh yeah. Alright, it's fixed now. Nice. Let's save. You're ready for the glow up of this corner? Are you saving? Oh, it's just gonna take a while. Document's 4 gigs. But yeah. If you wake up and you feel dead inside, take a day off. If you don't know what to do with yourself, you feeling burnout, try cleaning. Physical exercise usually helps. I saw some people post that they were like trying out this thing where you wake up in the morning, you jump like 50 times, and then it helps you feel more motivated or whatever. I haven't tried it yet because I'm afraid of hurting myself, but I was like, that's interesting. Okay, and then we go back and we open. Look, it's fixed. No one will notice. But I will. Yeah, I was originally gonna update down here as well. But I realized then I'd have to update all the way up into the forest, and that's not really what I want to do. And it's conveniently already kind of blended here, so I think it's fine. That's 7.6. That leaves us with, how many do we have left to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 left. We might get it done in time for March, like I said, on schedule. We won't get the passive animals done, but that's okay. We'll do that. We'll do that for March, because that's not too difficult to do. It's just a thing we gotta do, you know? I love how the roads look in the area, like where we've updated. Definitely feels more sparse. And it's like, oh yeah, people walk here all the time. So like here, I'm probably not gonna update anything. But when we leave, I'm gonna be putting it back. Yeah, that's coming along really well. I'm very happy with it. You can argue if it's a good use of my time, but better to update it now than later. Oh, I didn't push it. Okay. How are we doing through the backlog, actually? I know like a big chunk of the backlog is just adding enemies and treasure to the maps, but yeah, there's a good chunk of mugs, not a ton. How many maps do I have to do for the other region? Enough. Some of them seem to be about like updating up here and stuff. I don't know about that. I might have just included it because it's part of the region. Well, we'll make the decision when we get there. We're probably gonna start with over here because it's just so wrong. Go from there. And updating the water. Man. Vinny's gonna look so much better after it's glow up with the vegetation over here. Just saying. It's so empty. Definitely a remnant of before I did a bunch of, well, got better, but also some technical improvements to be able to pull off this stunt. Right, in this one. think way back when this was the most I'd done. I was like, that's a big field of flowers. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Oh man, it'll be nice to update like this. That stuff. Stuff like this drives me wild. Putting the grass stone on the dirt. Like, this is okay, but people kept hitting them. So moving it will probably be for the best. Yeah. We're getting there. I'm happy with what's going. I'll do some research. Now that I've kind of basically I've caught up on all the videos I needed to edit because it was taking time to improve the workflow, and then I caught up on all the thumbnails I needed to make because there were a lot of those that I just didn't do. So like I've caught up on a lot of stuff actually. That's nice. I do want to play Vintage Story though. I'm gonna have to look up a bunch of mods for this server. Because there's like some mods about like economy or something that I think would be great to have on the server. And maybe like the extra butchering mods and stuff. I don't know if it's worth it to lock skills behind classes or whatever though. Because I don't know how many people are going to be on the server. So I'd hate for there to be like 3 people on the server and you can't do anything because, well, no one picked to be a tailor, for example. So gotta think on that, I think. I saw the Vintage Story Twitter, Blue Sky updated with like river stuff, and I'm like, it's happening. We're gonna have rivers. I'm so excited. Oh, it'll be great. But yeah. We'll see how things go. Let's see. I think we're done for tonight. And my throat is hurting. Who's alive right now? Block Boy's live. They're attempting to be productive. Well, if we raid them, they have to be productive, right? That's how that works, right? We'll give them a raid. Yep. So thank you for joining. Have a good rest of your week. See you on Saturday for Elden Ring. And yes, I hope everyone has a good night. And yep, that's it. That's all I got. All right. Good night. Goodbye.